Hey, what's up? Today I wanted to make a quick video discussing my arms, specifically my bicep training, and how I got my biceps so big so quickly naturally. Now, I don't usually talk about my physique on my channels anymore. However, the other day I posted a progress picture, and what usually happens when I post a progress picture is I get a lot of people commenting about my arms and asking about my arms. And I get it, my arms are obviously more developed than the rest of my physique, so it's normal that people would ask questions, and that's why I wanted to make this video. Almost all the comments on that post were super nice, by the way, and thank you very much for everyone who posted a positive comment. That's very kind of you. But I did get some really funny comments, and those are the ones I would like to reply to here in this video. So I had some people saying, like, it looks like my arms are photoshopped because it's just bulging out so much, or I had another guy saying that it looks like I dabbled with hormones, and that's why I have this like puffy look. And just a bunch of other people were commenting like, oh, I must only train arms, or I must be obsessed with arms and whatnot. So I will tell you guys the truth here, everyone. Here is the truth. I do 6 sets of bicep curls per week. I do 3 sets of just normal curls on a bar, and I do 3 sets of hammer curls. That's it. That's all I do for biceps in terms of specific bicep isolation. And let me tell you, I've done that for a very long time. And even in the beginning, when I first started bodybuilding, I never had any specific focus on arms. Maybe I did 9 to 12 sets per week instead of 6 sets, but that's not crazy volume. And at no point did I ever train my arms harder than I trained any other part of my body. That it was never an obsession of mine. I never got into this being like, oh, I want to have huge arms. I want to be the arm guy. Like, no, I train my arms the same way I train anything else. And actually at this point, since my arms and my biceps especially are kind of out of proportion with the rest of my body, I'm actually training my biceps quite a bit less than I train anything else. So what's the secret? What's the secret exercise that got me these biceps, right? Well, it's not Photoshop, guys. It's not steroids. The secret is, drum roll, it's genetics, guys. That is the secret, okay? My arms grew so quickly and so kind of easily because of my genetics. That's the simple and honest answer for you, okay? I'm not going to try and sell you some kind of arm program or anything. The truth of the matter is I had a very easy time growing my arms. They simply responded very quickly to training. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not like I was born with big arms. I actually had really skinny arms, and I might put some pictures up here. But yeah, my biceps, they were small. Even when I flexed them, it's not like they bulged out like crazy or anything when I was younger. I had noodle skinny arms, but when I started training, my biceps, they responded much quicker than anything else. And within a couple months, I had actually pretty impressive biceps because they just blew up while everything else kind of progressed at a normal rate. So yeah, that's my secret, guys. It's genetics. There's nothing particularly exciting about it. And I'm not saying that to discourage anyone. 100% not trying to discourage anyone watching this video. If you didn't have such an easy time growing your biceps, it doesn't mean you're going to be stuck with small arms forever, or you can never get, impressive looking arms. It might simply mean that, while I had the luck of building big arms in a couple months, maybe for you, it will take a couple years. And for me, I have, for example, my legs, I've struggled to grow my legs, especially my calves. My calves are, like really out of proportion with the rest of my body. And it's not like I don't train my calves. It's just that they don't grow the same way that everything else grows. So, maybe for you, maybe you were born with very good calves, or maybe your legs responded very quickly to training, or your back, or whatever. Usually people can look at their physiques and find some sort of strong point. So just because arms aren't your strong point, you don't need to get discouraged. It doesn't mean you can't have big arms. It just means you might have to train a little bit longer than I did to get this size of arms. And my shoulders are also, they don't respond as quickly. My shoulders are a lot smaller in comparison to my arms. So, everyone has strong points and weak points. For me, by far the biggest strong point are my biceps specifically, and everything else is kind of normal. And I would say my legs are my weak point. Now, I'll also say my arms are actually not that huge. So they might look big just because the bicep is really big and round and bulges out. But actually, like the biggest I've measured my arms is just over around 16 and a half inches. That's cold without a pump. But that's not like a crazy measurement or anything. There are plenty naturals that have 17, 18, even 19 plus inch arms, natural. So it's not like my arms are actually that huge. I would say the reason the biceps look that good, even though the measurement isn't huge, is because actually my triceps are not that big. It kind of all went to the biceps when it comes to my arms. So you know how they say like 2/3 of the arm is the tricep and 1/3 is the bicep? For me, it's definitely the other way around. I've got like 2/3 in the bicep and 1/3 in the triceps. So yeah, I definitely need to bring my triceps up. I need to bring my shoulders up, my legs, my calves, and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and address the fact that no, I'm not obsessed with arms. I don't Photoshop my pictures. I never took steroids. I don't do synthol or anything like that, guys. Biceps are simply a genetic strong point for me. And honestly, you should not come to me for advice on growing biceps, because the reality is that I had a really easy time growing my biceps. I didn't have to fight for it. If you want some really good tips to build your biceps, you should probably find someone who struggled with their arms and they overcame that struggle and managed to build big arms. And maybe they can give you some sort of helpful system to grow your arms. Because, for me, I just do 6 sets per week and that works for me. But it probably won't work for you if you're struggling to grow your arms. So, if you want advice from me, maybe check back in 2 years. And if I manage to bring my calves up to match the rest of my physique, then maybe I can give you some advice for calves. But I'm not the guy to come to for advice on biceps, even though I have big biceps, because simply it was a gift from God. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.